And welcome back to News 5 at 10 o'clock. Today, many across the U.S. are celebrating Juneteenth, a day commemorating the effective end to slavery in the United States. As many prepare for a weekend of festivities for the first time in more than 10 years, Congress talked about payment to the descendants of African slaves. News 5's Amber Grigley is live with the story and how many across the port city are honoring this day. Amber?
Well, Mel, as you can see, a lot of celebrations between now and the end of the weekend. Just to celebrate Juneteenth, we just wrapped up one event happening here in downtown off Dolphin Street. Not too long ago, a lot of people were here. We were here earlier today with those people celebrating it and rejoicing this joyous day. But as this is a time to reflect, it's also a time to say thanks to those who fought to change millions of lives for the best.
It represents a gap in knowledge and a gap in history, a lack of information that was disseminated.
An important day.
The fact that it took a couple of years between the actual end of emancipation and full knowledge of that meant that our people continue to stay enslaved.
That should never be forgotten.
A national reparations policy is a moral, democratic, and economic imperative.
Actor Danny Glover joined a panel in front of a House committee to remember his roots, to discuss payment or reparations to the descendants of African slaves.
We had some really strong traditions and customs just right here in the Gulf that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Just weeks after new findings of the last slave ship to transport slaves to America, Clotilda right here in the Mobile River, making this day more meaningful than ever before.
Yes, there are the legal issues that we need to be concerned with. There are the political issues, but there's also something profoundly spiritual and metaphysical about this that we all need to be aware of.
In Washington, Texas Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is sponsoring a resolution, first introduced 3 decades ago, to form a commission to get the process going. Like many here, we are waiting to see what's next with the findings of Clotilda. But for the organizers, they told me today they are not going to stop telling the rich story of Juneteenth. Now, to find a list of all of the events scheduled between now through Saturday, you can head over to our website, WKRG.com, and search for this story. In Mobile, Amber Grigley, WKRG News 5.
Thank you, Amber. You might